Why does it feel like every single case ends with the boyfriend last saw them? Like every single case, it feels like this. Tabitha Lynn Franklin was 27 years old, living in Vinemont, Alabama at the time of her disappearance. She was living with a man named Keith Floyd, and she was 33 days from her 28th birthday. She's a mother to three children who are now all adults, which is so sad to me that they went through the rest of their childhood and into adulthood without their mother. She was married to a man named Brian Franklin, but they had been separated for quite some time at this point. She did struggle with addiction, but people around her said that she was a mother who would do anything for her children and she was there for them as much as she could be. Tabitha was dating a man named Chris Poor, and this was not a healthy relationship for her. He was extremely abusive. There are pictures online actually of her with two black eyes that he caused. I'm not going to put those pictures in this video just because that can be extremely triggering for a lot of people. If you want to see them, you can Google them yourself and they will pop right up. But he was very abusive to the point that one time it was so severe that she actually passed out because her injuries were so bad. She had attempted to file charges against him once, but she ended up dropping them because he was threatening her and her family and she feared for her life. On Thursday, August 13th, 2009, Chris says that he picked Tabitha up and he fully admits to this. So he says he picked her up and that he dropped her off in Hueytown at a business that he owned. And then he went to go do whatever. And when he came back, she was just gone. Keith also verifies that Tabitha was picked up by Chris, but her family has recently posted on social media, it was her daughter. And she specifically put, when kind of discussing these events, she said questions and conflicting accounts have surrounded that night from the very beginning. So I just think we don't even know what actually happened or what the series of events were. A few days later, Tabitha was supposed to pick up her children and she never came, which was very concerning because she would never just miss out on time with her children. So then her family's trying to get a hold of her. They can't get a hold of her. Again, very concerning. So they go to try to file a missing persons report. And law enforcement told them, don't worry, she'll be back. She'll be back. Don't worry about it. But she never came back. So then weeks later, weeks with an S on the end, her family said weeks later they were able to file a missing persons report. There have been several updates through the years, but nothing that has led to Tabitha. So the business that Chris says he dropped her off at, that was being worked on at the time, and law enforcement didn't even check it out until November. So if something happened there, obviously all the evidence would be gone by then. He would have gotten rid of it. On top of that, somebody sold her car before it could be searched. And that detail does not have enough details in it for me. I don't know who sold the car. I don't know how they sold the car. That has me extremely curious and confused. But in 2014, two cadaver dogs will hit on a spot on Keith's porch. Now, they excavated and they tore up this porch and found absolutely nothing. But it's bizarre to me that two were wrong, not just one. And then in 2016, they had dive teams search several bodies of water, but they didn't find her. But also in 2016, in October, Chris was arrested in Illinois for assaulting a teenage girl after burglarizing her house. He's in prison now, but this clearly shows a pattern to me. This shows a very violent pattern. As of June 2026, Tabitha remains missing, and she has grandchildren that she was never able to meet. If you have any information, no matter how big or small, you can contact the Coleman County Sheriff's Office at 256-734-0342. Much of the information from this video was posted on Tabitha's daughter, Hannah's Facebook page. So some of the details are different than what random articles have posted about her. But obviously, I feel like Hannah has a bit more insight than what these random people do. But thank you for listening to Tabitha's story. Be sure to follow for more true crime. And if you have any case recommendations, feel free to comment, directly message me, or go to the suggest a case in my link tree in my bio.